Welcome back. It's 4:46 and 31 degrees in Valley Stream. Half the world's population could be facing a food crisis by the end of the century due to global warming. That's the grim assessment of scientists who looked at projections of average temperatures during the growing season. More now in tonight's Eye on the Environment. Global warming is not just about polar bears and melting ice. Scientists now say it's likely to cause a long-term global food crisis that dwarfs the current crisis. Climate and food security researchers showed that higher growing season temperatures will lower crop yields first in the tropics and subtropics.
You're talking about very large reductions in yields on the order of 20, 30, 40%.
David Battisti is lead author of a study in the journal Science that used the climate models that earned the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change a share of the Nobel Prize. It found that near the end of this century, hotter growing season temperatures will become a perpetual threat to agriculture. Battisti says the earliest and biggest impact will be in some of the world's poorest countries.
In places where population is very dependent on agricultural today, and it's a place that right now today there's 1 billion people that are malnourished.
The average summer temperature for a given place forms a bell-like curve. The researchers found that over time, the curve moves to a hotter range, making future average summers as hot or hotter than the warmest recorded to date.
Since you can say that the climate at the end of this century is really out of bounds from any experiences to date.
Battisti says in the tropics and subtropics, including the southernmost portions of the United States, the chances of this occurring are better than 90%, and that in the central U.S., the nation's breadbasket, there's a 60% chance. While the projections looked at the end of the century, the researchers point out that we could start seeing a drop in crop yields as early as the middle of the century. For more information, visit sciencecentral.com.